Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to sculpt I was going to say a little face. I suppose it's small, but for miniature wise, 28mm wise, it's actually quite big, but it's a bit of crack. So basically, this is polymer clay. I'm going to do it on this sweet wrapper. So you don't even need a handle for this really. Even though if you're doing something a bit more technical, you're probably better off. So I'm going to see how long it takes. This is just going to be a part of my chaos horde, or just an excuse to sculpt something silly really, because I've done a few more of these and they really don't take very long. So this is Fimo, this stuff. I think it's Fimo, just a normal type of Fimo that you get in most craft shops. It's kind of it's not one of the cheapest polymer clays out there, and there's harder ones you can get, like firmer ones that you can get for, I suppose, professional. If you're sculpting like a full mini and stuff like that, yeah, it's nice doing small detail in it. But like this is literally something quite quick, or at least that's the plan. And I've got a sketch that I'm looking at off screen here. But the idea is just to sculpt up some funny little guys. Got all these tools in the back. You don't really need crazy tools or anything like that. Like, I really go back to, I think there's about 3 or 4 that I go back to the whole time. So yeah, this is going to be some kind of a little goblin. They always seem to end up looking like goblins. My little fellas, they always seem to be naked and look like goblins. That's because I think sculpting armor and stuff, I'm not mad into it right now. So the idea is I'm just making these heads and I'll just cook them up, and then you can pop them on your army men, you know. Or if I really like them, if I do like a nice mouth or something like that, I might cast it with blue stuff, and then I can just make copies and that kind of thing. So this is coming together, like you can kind of see the shape already. It's a bit weird doing it on camera. You know what I mean? I wanted his head to be a bit more like pointy or something. Like that. And I suppose these things are amazing. These silicone tools are class. And a lot of people use mortar as I suppose the word is lubricant, isn't it? But I use Vaseline for sculpting, and it's pretty sweet. It's pretty good. But I would like, if you're going to paint it after, you'd probably have to give it a good wash, because I don't think the paint takes to the Vaseline very well. But yeah, so I've done a few of these already in this really cheapy polymer clay that I had gotten a few years ago. It seemed to work quite well, but it's like sticky or something like that. It was kind of strange. And it's quite brittle, but it's super cheap stuff. But I think it's that set here. You can't see that, but in the background there, and I think it was like, it's on Amazon, or you probably get something on like Temu and all those type of places, for super duper cheap, if you're looking to have a go. Because like, I was kind of intimidated by polymer clay. I got super sculpty years ago, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get it, or I didn't see the potential. And you always see people online making crazy, amazing things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's intimidating in a way, you know what I mean? You get people getting into hobbies, and you kind of judge yourself against the best straight away, and you're like, holy crap, how am I ever going to do that? But as you can see here, like, this is literally just, it's kind of looking like something. It's looking like a face. We're getting there. But yeah, it's hard not to kind of judge yourself against, like, if you see someone make something amazing, you should be trying to be happy in what you're making yourself, your own little thing. Be it your own personal army, your own way of painting, your own game, maybe even. But yeah, so goblins, kind of a classic fantasy staple. These guys are a bit more, I suppose, on the crazy side, on the chaos side, considering like their big heads. Like this guy's going to go on. I'd say he's about 32 mil, something like that, kind of size, mini or size body, scale wise when we're talking about miniatures. And as you can see, like, okay, it's very unsymmetrical, very, very much so. So I might try fix that up slightly, but like, I'm not that bothered. It's more about the character and the expression, and like once I give this guy's eye, give him eyes, it's kind of like, it just brings it together straight away. Or I have some ball bearings or little beads as well that you can use, but you don't always need them. And I've got some guys in the back there I've done already that have just crazy faces. I am using a fair bit of reference, like, you know what I mean, and I'll draw a little sketch of a goblin and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's a cool face. Or if I see, I think my phone is mostly full of screenshots of it's either photos of my children or pictures of monsters. So kind of something already. So what I would probably do is add a bit more like wrinkles and stuff like that, but I usually go in afterwards with texture paste and stuff like it. That does a lot of the work. What I might do, this guy's turning a bit more classic goblin than I was expecting, giving him this kind of smile line here. Don't know what you'd call it, but I've done a few, and some of them are like very sad looking. So you got your depressed goblins, you got your scared goblins, you got your mostly scared, depressed, sad. I suppose you could do some angry ones. I was trying to do some squad of like ranged guys for the chaos kind of force I'm doing at the moment, because I have, making big crazy swords and shields, sculpting shields, and that is cool, it's fun, but making shields, or not shields, bows and stuff is quite handy. But look, that's kind of a face already. It's not, look, I know it's not amazing, but look, it literally took me 8.5 minutes. So that's not too bad, is it really? And I'm not even using a handle. I know, like, technically this thing is a handle, right? But it's a sweet wrapper, like, so you get to eat your sweets and then you get to sculpt the goblin. So, And what I'll do is make a load of these silly, I won't say stupid, silly, just goblin faces or creatures, cook them up, put them on some army men, and add them to the ranks. He's pretty cool. I don't know, he's alright. His eyes are a bit meh. Yeah, okay, his eyes are a bit meh. And do you know what you do there? This is what you do. Right? Which one? Push that one down, that eyebrow down, and put that eyebrow up. And he looks like, now he's wondering, now he's thinking about something. Whoa, yeah. This is it. Now something's going on here. And you gotta give him the nostrils. So he kind of turned into more of a classic looking ish kind of goblin. as we went on. You know what I mean? Rather than this, he actually is quite different to the sketch I have off screen here that you're not to know about. Everything kind of goes back to like subconscious GW looking goblin, and you know it's not even a bad thing. It's because like they're cool. I like them. And if I was going to do this right, if I was going to be like, okay, yeah, I want this to be super good, and I want it to be, you know, maybe make a copy of it, or you know, that kind of thing, I would probably soften it and get all the details. But like this guy, like I said, is going to be half covered in textured paste, and he could, you know, have a big collar covering this neck here. Who am I kidding? He's probably going to be naked. Now ears, I'll give him some kind of ears. Like look at that, that's pretty cool. You know, he's bigger scale. Look, not 28 mil technically. He's bigger scale. Really, this isn't much of a use for any kind of a tutorial of how to sculpt a miniature. Technically, it is a miniature. It is small, but it, you know, this isn't a 28 mil head. So slap him on an ear here. Right, look, there you go. And the other ear, oh, here we go. On the other side, you know, let's see. Could be a similar size. Could be, you know, I could justify it. Like he got in a row, he got in a fight. His other ear got ripped off. You know what I mean? Maybe I could do that. Yeah, no, I kind of like this guy. He's pretty cool. Goblin Snoz. Let's give him another ear here. Okay, already this shape is a bit weird. Let's, you know, goblins usually pointy ears. This guy looks a bit more with his forehead and stuff like that. Slight chimp vibes. Slight chimp vibes. And his brow is a kind of caveman brow. Now I don't want to make these ears stick out too much because they'll break off easier. And alright, like look, I'm looking at this and I have like reference wise, I've got this picture, like I said, off screen, but like for actual anatomy, nah. So this isn't an anatomy, a goblin anatomy tutorial. Good luck finding one of those, but this isn't it. You know what I mean? And give him some kind of bumps and lumps on his head because he got someone that bumped him on the head here. Like, I'd love to give him a bump, like, do you know, like in cartoons, that actually kind of looks like it, where like Jerry'd smack Tom on the top of the head and he gets a big glowing red bump. You know, that actually just kind of looks like a strange man rather than a goblin. Not much of a difference, really. Let's see if we can get some more extreme lines. I like really wrinkly, expressive faces. Like sculpting old people. Or sculpting like, yeah, just like old, more wrinkly things. Would be cool. Right. Boop, 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 boop. As you can see, this is very much like, go for just whatever you feel like. I think this is quite freeing, like especially as a experiment with polymer clay. I'd say fire ahead and do this. I know, look, I've got tools and I've got yeah, tools and Vaseline and stuff. It's really not that expensive. As a hobby goes, like this is super cheap. Like miniatures in general, I would consider maybe not a cheap hobby. But anyway, look, guys, what you think? Cool. Look at that. Look, that's not bad, is it? Now I'll put him on a. Right. Okay. Don't look at it from that angle. That's a bit crap looking there. Like, yeah, you wouldn't see that, would you? If I didn't point it out, you wouldn't have saw it. Like, I want his nose to be. I was going to stop there, but I was going to finish. I mean, but I want his nose to be a bit more defined. But yeah, I'm actually quite close to my phone now, so sorry if it sounds weird. And look, he's very unsymmetrical, right? I understand that. And he should have more wrinkles here because of his big smile, right? Something quite wrinkly, yeah? And then wrinkles up here. But I do you know, I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm happy enough with him. Like, I am going to do more. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me know what you think of that. Oh, look, here's another one. This guy's mad green, though. He's completely unsymmetrical, kind of growling on this side and a bit sad on that side, growling on that side. And he's got warts on his nose. So he's going to be fun, too. So yeah, give it a go, lads. Give the polymer clay a go and make something silly. Good luck.